it's we talk about our kids, and it's a journey too as a parent, as you learn how to parent your athletes and your kids. And I know before I had met Stephen Keener, um, I was coming off, I was a major league scout. My job was to identify flaws in a player's mechanics. And here I think we're in Peoria, Mike, and I'm playing catch with Dylan. And Dylan's probably 6, 7, I don't even know. He's young. I mean, the jersey's down at his knees,
Yeah.
And I'm just throwing him flat balls and he's throwing it back. And I think it was my wife that said, made a comment like, hey, how come every time he throws the ball back, you're always critiquing his throw? And I'm like, I'm not doing that, and I'm throwing the ball back and I'm like, oh my God, I am. Every time, like, hey, get your arm up, kid, get released. And I was just taking the fun out of him just playing sandlot baseball or playing catch with father son. So here I am, fast forward, I'm in Williamsport. We go out and have Italian food with Mr. Keener. It was an awesome experience. And I asked him because he'd been around, and I think you were there too, Nick, and we were just talking about all the parents and all the kids and everything that they've had an opportunity to be around, listen to the stories, the good parents, the bad parents, in terms of not bad in homes, but just on the baseball field and on the softball field. So I said, what's the biggest advice that you could give me as a parent with an upcoming, young athlete, the 30-minute rule? And it was something like that, and I'm probably botching the name of it, but basically it was 30 minutes after the game is over, don't say anything to the athlete. Like, if your son wants to talk about the game, great. Keep it positive. Hey, great job. Don't start going off on, hey, what were you thinking 0-2 when the kid threw that fastball and you sat there and watched it? What are you doing?
Right.
Just keep it positive for 30 minutes. And I'll tell you, my car rides home with Dylan, when I got home, I put it right into play. My car rides home with Dylan, we were talking. And it was only a 10-minute ride back to the house. We had a great conversation, and it was wait 48 hours or 24 hours to then go back and say, hey, let's talk about your game. Let's talk about your approach. Let's talk about you, fielding that ground ball a little bit.
Yeah.
But it just gave it time to let the kid have that good, fun moment. And me as a parent to really enjoy that moment after the game with my son. So I'll tell you, Nick, I tell that story. I've probably told it 1,000 times to families on just trying to have that 30
tell
minutes.
that story enough. Yeah. That's a great advice.
Yeah. So
really
cool.
good advice.
Yeah. But